Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel, and we are back after 2 weeks break to our From Zero to Hero series. And this is episode number 17 for the Great Britain Grand Prix, our 11th race of the season. And let's start checking our inbox. And the first one is our engineer. So race number 11, and finally, our team's home Grand Prix. I really hope we can score some points, maybe. Moreover, we are fighting Alpine in the constructor standing, so we need every single point. So 15 corners, and that's it for our engineer. Next, we move on to our strategist, and he says it's a track with high tire wear, and I don't really like such tracks. So he suggests we should go for medium hard strategy or medium soft hard. I don't know, maybe we'll be able to go on a medium hard strategy like in the past few Grand Prix. Anyways, we'll see about that. But for now, we're moving on to our newsman, and Magnussen will receive a 5-place grid penalty for that incident in Austria, where he pushed me off the track and nearly ruined my race. And you can see what happened next in my previous video. No more useful information here, so I can go and show you what Mark has for us. He says it's our team's home Grand Prix, and we need to score points to thank the team for all the hard work. Well, I will try. Firstly, I need to cross the finish line on my 4 wheels before I can go for points. Sophie doesn't have anything for us this time. So it's a really good moment to switch on to the qualifying session in the United Kingdom. We are then another sunny day, and let's see what we can achieve here. Lando is P16. I hope we can match him. The track is really long and twisty. There's a lot of places where you can make a mistake, like Mark said. Well, let's just go out there and prove we are worth anything. Out of the last corner, we go for our first flying lap. Our first corner is basically flat out with this year's cars. Then turn 3, one braking point in the second one. It's really important to not mess it up completely, otherwise, the whole lap will be ruined, basically. Then this long left-hander and the right-hander, I always either oversteer or understeer here. It's just impossible to make it ideally. Then we go through cops and towards the Maggots and Baggots section, and a pretty clean run from me on this lap. Overall, I went wide in the last corner, and off to the straight. I don't use ERS because this lap is ruined. Anyways, just need to focus on our second lap. Now about that, and we just crash into the wall. This last pair of corners is pain for Oscar and myself, of course. Our second flying lap. Hope we can do better than last time. Brake nice and early here. Then third turn 4. And towards the first DRS zone. And ERS is deployed as well. Go into the long left-hander and touching the grass a bit here and there. Quite a normal lap from me though. Towards the cops again. And yeah, let's hope I can do this Nuggets and Buckets right. Pretty nice one, I would say, and we fly onto the straight with ERS and DRS. I think we can hope for a pretty good lap time, maybe around Lando. Let's not mess up the chicane, which I did right in front of you, my viewers. And another lap is going into the bin, as we now have only 2 laps left in this qualifying session. Let's do this guys. Turns 3 and 4, yeah, perfect turn 4, I must say, and onto the straight with DRS and ERS. Turn left, then right, a bit on the throttle, and well, yeah, that was the closest one to the ideal, I think, especially with my skills. And Maggots and Baggets, the second last difficult section, well, not bad, I would say. So 55 seconds now on the straight. It's looking pretty good. And one last challenge, this chicane. We brake earlier than ever. And this will be our best lap so far. And that's enough for P18. Still behind Lando. Right, there's still work to do here on the last lap of the qualifying. Can we do this? Already 11th race of the season, and I don't think we outqualified our teammate a lot of times. Maybe those 2 poles I had in Baku, I think, and somewhere else. Yeah, you can check the Formula Game Companion for more info. There will be a link in the description as always. So for a final Maggots and Baggets, can I have a clean run, please? And the answer is no, of course. Anyways, we will try our best to make some time in the chicane. About braking somewhere here. Yes, and another one. Pretty solid lost corners, and with the help of ERS, can we beat Lando? No, we are P18, and we'll start from here in tomorrow's race. Because Magnussen already got his penalty. He qualified in P10 and now in P15. Anyways, let's see the qualifying results, and Checo Perez takes the pole today, and with Hamilton, yes, it's in his home GP, lines up alongside him. Verstappen and Leclerc right behind them, with Russell, Sainz, Stroll, Alonso, Ocon, and Gasly. Then Schumacher, Albon, Bottas, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Norris, Tsunoda, myself, Joe, and Latifi. And I will see you guys in the race. So finally we're here on the grid, and it's sunny again, and we are starting from P18 right ahead of Joe. And we choose the medium tires as our stretchest set, and we go to 5 red lights. For the 11th time this season, lights are out, and away we go. And we cut off Joe right off the line. So behind Tsunoda now, I will try to make a move here and to the turn 3, but yeah, they're too far away from me, and someone already in the wall. There, I don't know who exactly, but we will see. And we are right behind our teammate. Use some ERS at the beginning of the straight. Try to go around the outside of the left-hander, however it's a bit too risky. You don't want to crash out in the first lap of the race, as there are 12 more. But right now, yeah, we need to close up to Norris. That's what we do, because he is stuck behind Tsunoda. And we overtake him down the inside, not quite. As we get the tow from the AlphaTauri car, but to no use really. Let's try to do this. Oh, we make contact with Lando. And the virtual safety car is out. Maybe something happened in the front of the pack, and yes, there is a Mercedes. Yeah, Russell is out of the Grand Prix. Oh, let's see the replay. Yeah, it's definitely a Mercedes. And the wall. And Russell is out of the Grand Prix. That's really bad for his title chances. As we skip on to the lap 2. Using the tow behind Lando and closing up really quickly. We got DRS on him. I think we'll be able to overtake my teammate on the straight. So slipstream, ERS, DRS, everything is set for an overtake, and we go around the outside. Oh, and he defends like a lion. Although this is a battle for P14, but this P14 can become P13 as Sainz is pitting. Maybe he made contact with Russell and broke his front wing. So yeah, we're moving on to lap number 3, and we are once again behind Lando in this section of the track. I will try to get down the inside this time, as we're really gaining on him, and side by side into this corner again, but this time we'll just push him really wide and defend our P13. But for how much longer? Yeah, we have equal cars, and in fact he's right there behind us. Yeah, we go wide into the first corner to avoid any sort of contact. We skip a few laps, and Sainz is actually pressurizing us already. The tires are starting to wear out as we make another mistake, and that invites Sainz in. But yeah, my plan is to defend this P10 for as much as I can, and that's why we block the Ferrari into cops. I go into the maggots back though. It won't be easy to control the car on these old mediums, and that's why I decided to change my mind and to let him through, because I know it's not really safe to keep a fast car behind you. You are too slow, or maybe your tires are dead. and we make another mistake here. Yeah, I definitely need to pit this on the next lap, as already Max powers past us. Yeah, we're in P7 at the moment, looking good actually, for a couple of points, especially on fresh hot tires. I think we will be able to cut through the field quite easily. However, I wasn't really prepared for this. So yeah, on lap 8, I just went into the pits, and so much understeer on this car and on these tires that I just rammed into the wall for no reason. And that's why I found myself in P17 already, P18, and Bottas also goes through. These are not all surprises that awaited for us in this Grand Prix, as it's getting cloudy right now. And for some reason, I didn't actually go to the pits. I have no idea why I did this, because a couple of corners later, the rain started to fall down, and I was just so disappointed, because I actually pitted a lap earlier, and if I only waited for one single lap, yeah, I would be quite good. But now I continue to suffer as we crash into a very slow Albon. I don't know why is he going for so slow. Now we need to crawl into the pits. Oh, the dry tires on a wet track. Magnussen goes through. We try to overtake him again. Oh, whoa. That was useful. Someone blocked him on the dry tires, so we get up to P11 for now, but we get to pit off these tires. As Kevin, whoa, that was a bit dangerous, you know, trying to overtake a driver who's going to the pits. So yeah, this time we're good at the pit entry, and now we overtake Alonso. What happened there in the Aston Martin team, as it's a disaster for the Spanish driver. We're P15 now, maybe can catch someone. Oh, not anymore, as I just understeer into the wall in my classic style. And that's it. That's it for today's race. And we just need to return to our garage and spectate the rest of the race. And yeah, I'm happy for Lando. He's in P7 at the moment. Tsunoda on the wet tires. Oh my god, and why is he pitting actually? Because I think wet tires are pretty good in these sort of conditions, and yeah, of course he will drop out of the top 10 now. Our teammates will try to defend this P6 from Max, but it won't be easy to defend against the Red Bull. So let's see how this goes already. The Red Bull pulls alongside him. Lando tried to save our team from a complete disaster and score some points, but Max overtakes him while his teammate is in P2. But look at the gap So Leclerc already crossed the line for lap number 12, and Perez is still somewhere on the lap. So the race for the lead is practically over. Let's look at the gap now, as Max is overtaking Magnussen, another car who's really out of position. And yeah, the gap between P1 and P2 is about 30 seconds. So yeah, Leclerc has this win in his hands, unless something out of the ordinary happens. So Max now is in P5, but Magnussen, look at him. He tries to overtake the Red Bull. Yeah, he just dancing around, waving on the straight, but not to defend, but to attack. Kinda has in the hands of Kevin pull an overtake on the Red Bull man. And can Lando actually overtake Magnussen? And it's lap 13 for the leader. Of course, these guys are almost half lap behind Charles. And it's a dominant win for the Ferrari driver. I don't know what really happened there. Maybe others just got caught in this dry to wet tire switch. Yeah, tell me in the comments if you watched this race closer than I did while commentating here. And Latifi, yeah, is fighting for P8 with Joe. Another miracle drive from the gods. And Ricciardo did a stunning job to keep this P10. What can we talk about? Alonso, yeah, on the other hand, a terrible race for the Aston Martins. I think the second in a row, they didn't have much luck in Austria as well. Schumacher only P16 together with Gasly. Yeah, day to forget really for them, as Leclerc crosses the finish line to win the dry to wet Great Britain Grand Prix. Great drive from him, as we are waiting for Perez to cross the finish line. There he is, 30.7 seconds between P1 and P2. What a race. Hamilton secures P3, a podium in a while for him. And Sainz, Max, P4 and P5, then Magnussen, Norris actually really close with Joe, Latifi, Ricciardo, Stroll, yeah, all within a couple of seconds. And then we have Bottas, Tsunoda, Ocon, Alonso, Schumacher, Gasly, and Albon. And that's it for the Great Britain race. Let's wait for Albon to cross the finish line. Another no-luck race for Albon. But that's it for the Great Britain Grand Prix. So, Charles Leclerc, as I said, wins it with the maximum of 26 points in the bag. And all the top three, and really closes up the gap to Sainz, who's still leading the championship, as we will see in a couple of minutes. Oscar at DNF, another DNF for me. Yeah, definitely a lot of work to be done in the summer break, which will be really, really soon. And this is the table. So only 6 points between Sainz and Perez. Actually, yeah, the Red Bull driver has a chance of stealing the lead from Sainz. Then 26 points from Sainz's Leclerc, another 8 points to Max, then a big gap to Hamilton. Ocon and I still leveled on points. Let's see the rest of the pack. So Lando is in P14 still. He scored some points today. Maybe he can continue this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 races in a row without a single point, and now 6 points for him. Then we have Latifi, who's in P16, you know. 2 consecutive points finishes for him. And in the constructors, Ferrari still leading, but only 14 points to Red Bull. Again, a big gap to Mercedes. We are in P6, closing the gap to Alpine, and maybe we can find him later in the season. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this video, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, be sure to support me with a like and subscribe to my channel. We have only 3, I guess, subscribers left till 140 subscribers. Also, please leave a Google Play review on the Monoposto game. It really helps the developer. Join our Discord server. All the links are in the description. And don't forget to play Monoposto. And yeah, if you have a YouTube channel, upload the videos there. You can help this game become more popular. So from now until next time, it was me, Monoposto F1 World. I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.